What would you put in place? What would you put in place? Today we're going to be reviewing the Pine phone. Wait a second. You're not a Pine phone. Today we're going to be going over the Pine phone. I got myself a Pine phone. Isn't it pretty? Look at that. Pine 64, baby. I'm curious to see what's in here. So going over their site, this seems like a company that has a philosophy that appears to me to be the exact opposite of Apple. Like, you want help, support. If you, like, this is the type of company where I think, if you ask for a schematic, they'd actually give it to you. They'd be open when it comes to stuff like repair. Really interesting company. So I thought I would take a look at this thing and see how it is. I'm not expecting the world from it, just to be clear here. I'm not expecting the world from this thing because it's, it's not like this has the commercial support of other products. So I'm going to slice it with my box cutter. Yes, Pine phone. Pine. Smell the Pine phone. I actually think the last person here may have left, so I can take this freaking mask off right now. That's a nice thing. Not having to wear this aggravating piece of shit all day. So, here we are. Dear Piner. Well, let's read the message they got for me. Congratulations on receiving your Braveheart Edition Pine phone. You are one of the very first to have a Pine phone. We hope you'll help us in our partner projects by contributing to its development. Your input is valuable, so it is important that you report whatever problems you encounter. Please include relevant logs and/or UART outputs. Join the conversation on whichever platform suits you. You can report non-OS-specific kernel issues you encounter on gitlab.com/pine64-org. OS-specific problems should be reported on the Pine64 wiki, as well as directly to the developers in the Pine phone chats, on Pine64 forums, or on the relevant partner project forums. Braveheart phones come preloaded with factory test software and nothing else, so you'll have to seek out the OSs that interest you on your own. What? Keep in mind all the OSs are presently pre-release and vary in functionality even from one pre-release to another. Most mobile distribution OS images are linked in the Pine phone subsection of the Pine64 wiki. Obtaining OS builds absent from the wiki may require talking to their developers directly. All right, so this is really going to be the Linux experience here. The Pine phone wiki subsection also contains schematics, instructions, hardware configuration details, and other useful information about your device. You can edit and contribute to the wiki by logging in with your forum credentials. Braveheart is meant for early adopters, developers, and enthusiasts, so we expect and encourage you to experiment with the software and hardware by pushing the envelope. That said, please keep in mind that the device is under standard warranty, so breaking components during disassembly or tampering with eFuses will void that warranty. Now, have fun with your Pine phone, the Pine64 community team. All right, so I think this does not have an operating system on it, so we are going to have to do that ourselves. Where is BlackBerry? BlackBerry is not here in the office. So this is what you get with the Pine phone. You get the phone and a cable to save you money. It doesn't come with the charger, but I'll forgive them because I think this thing goes for like $150 or something around that area, whereas the iPhone goes for over $1,000. So I can be a little less stingy with my Pine phone. It's pretty cool looking Pine phone here. You got, all right, so the twist tie is of questionable quality here. This twist tie, again, I will forgive this stuff because this phone is under $200, but this is a questionable twist tie that they have here. Questionable twist tie on that USB-C cable, but it's a nice feeling USB-C cable. This feels like one of those cables that'll survive a little bit. Pine phone. All right, this thing looks kind of cool. I like it. Yeah, it looks like, oh, check this out, baby. Look at this. You ready? You ready? Watch this. You just do this to the back of the phone, and the battery's right there. Oh, look at that. Is that not beautiful? Look at this. User removable battery. That is nice. You gotta say, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So you got the SD card slot. I think. Here we go. Check this out. Look, over here it also says, what is this? You have little. Oh, look, this is cool. Look at this. You got hardware switches. So it says modem 1, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 2, microphone 3, rear camera 4, front camera 5, headphone 6. So look at this. So when you open the back of the phone, if you got a tweezer or the tip of your keys or something or a box cutter, you could actually switch on and off the modem, the Wi-Fi, and the Bluetooth with these little switches that just click like that. That's kind of cool. That's pretty sexy. Now it's got some little dots over here. It's got 6 little contact points. I imagine that would be if you want to add some sort of modification onto it, or maybe if you had a case that had wireless charging or some shit like that. But the one that it comes with doesn't have anything that lines up there. So on my phone, I have an LG G8. When you open the back cover of it, it's got a bunch of contacts over here for the fingerprint reader. Now this doesn't appear to have a fingerprint reader on it that I can see, but it's cool that you got something like that so you can add stuff later. So this is the back cover of the phone. I'm going to try turning this thing on and see what happens. It says it doesn't come with an operating system and that you got to load it up yourself. That's going to be strange. Ahem. I don't think it comes with a charge, does it? Alright, I'm going to do something kind of evil here. I'm going to plug it in, but I'm going to plug it in using a MacBook charger. I know. It feels freaking dirty. Feels dirty. Alright, what do we got? Do you turn on? Okay, Pine 64, that's pretty cool. So it gets sent to you with the battery dead. Again, for the amount of money this thing costs, don't care. Not a big deal. Ubuntu Touch. Interesting. So this thing says it doesn't come with an operating system, but it seems like it does. And it also seems like it has the ability to be used with different operating systems, which is interesting. The idea that you can that when you buy the phone, it's not like, well, if you root it and you mess with it and you read the XDA developers for an hour and screw with it, maybe you could load a different or minorly different OS. No, you can. They encourage you to try different operating systems, which is, I like that. So let's see what the battery percentage is here. All right, so it thinks it's 4 o'clock, December 31st, 1969. All right, let's see what's going on with this phone. So let's see. The first thing I want to do is set the time here. Let's see how that is. Okay, so if I want to set the time or set online. So when I scroll down, you get notifications here. It says notification. This is interesting. So let's see if I want to go to, now I'm used to just doing this in order to choose Wi-Fi and stuff like that. How do you do that here? Here we go, network. So which one's me? I am, here, I'm not going to enter my Wi-Fi password publicly. I don't need you lunatics stealing my Wi-Fi fizzle. Alright, so connect. I'm going to type in my password, which you guys will never know. Ever. Ever! Okay. We are connected. Let's see. So how would I get to settings? Here we go. So at the top, now this is not the most readable thing here. I think it's because I still got the screen. I don't know if it's because I still got the screen protector on or just the interface, but it says system up here, but you can't really see it that well. This is all like little stuff. Again, it's not like this thing has mass adoption and a bunch of people using it to be able to, you don't have millions of people giving you feedback. What's the price and where can I buy one? I believe you can buy this thing if you go to pine64.org. All right. I think my charge cable actually just came out of the phone, so it just turned off because I think the battery's dead. Either that or I didn't plug it in right. Let's see. Is the battery plugged in right? It's kind of hard to believe that they send the thing out dead. Very, very few manufacturers do that. Then you're welcome to to go, Michael. I don't know what to tell you. It's freaking it's component level board repair. This shit's boring as hell. It really is. No false advertising here. You can see what we do. We advertise it clear as day. It's boring. Alright, so battery is definitely plugged in properly there. So I think it really just is at 0%, and it's going to take a while to charge up. The battery has tape on the connection pins inside the phone. Does it? If it did... Alright, let's see. Am I really that much of a noob that I missed that? Let's see. Nope, no tape. No tape. Invisible tape. The battery has a sticker on it that isolates the battery from the phone. The battery will not charge until this is removed. Are you trolling me? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's not tape. Whoever said that's gonna get a ban. Moderator, ban this troll. Alright, we're gonna have a moderator working on that. Nasara's here! I'm never gonna forget to stop bothering you to fix that MacBook Air on camera, you know. It's never gonna happen. Every day we're gonna bother you some more. Every single day. Okay, now seriously, people, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Why doesn't it charge the battery? It's killing me. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Sarah, check out my Pine phone. Isn't it cool? I have a Pine phone. Look at this. Look at this. Let's see. Is it charging? Okay, how many amps is it taking? Let's see if this thing's charging. Alright, it's taking 600 milliamps at 5 volts. Hello from India. Hello, Kush. Damn it. This charge... Yeah, this charge port is actually a bit... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't want to stay in with the amp meter. Alright, we got some slow charging going on here, I imagine. Huh? Pine phone. Pine phone. Pine phone. What happened to your old one? Oh, I still have it. I just wanted to check this thing out because it's supposed to be... It's a device pretty much made by a company that has the opposite philosophy of a company like Apple, so I thought I would check it out. I find what they're trying to do somewhat interesting. Pine phone. I think this thing's about $150. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this phone is $150. Let's take a look. Pine phone. Pine phone. Pine phone. I don't know why that's so catchy, but it is. Okay. Now it says the battery is virtually dead. So let's see. Battery Charge level 0%. All right, so you know what? I'll give it a few minutes to charge just so that when I move, I don't want it to be at a point where when I move the charging cable, it immediately stops charging, because I think my charging cable is actually kind of janky. Pine phone. Pine phone. Let's take a look at the Pine phone. Go to store. Now if you go to the store for the Pine phone. So you got two different ones. You have the one with convergence or the normal one. I'm not sure which one I got. But yeah, you see that the Pine phone is pretty affordable. You can get the Pine phone as cheap as $149. I'm not sure what the differences are between the two. Pine phone. Pine phone. Pine phone. I'm going to wait for it to charge a little bit. Is this an ad? This is not an ad. This would be the worst ad on earth, because so far I can't even get the phone to stay on after I use it. It's very catchy. I can't blame them for coming up with a catchy name for their product. You can't do that with an LG G8. LG, like it's not the same. Try it. Try it right now. Sarah? Pine phone. It's plosive. It's awesome. It sounds cooler. Check out the schematics. Yeah, let's see. Let's find that. I can't use this thing out of the box because it doesn't come charged. And it seems to charge slow as shit. But Sarah, that's also the other thing. You think it's an ad because you showed up before. Actually, you showed up after I criticized the twist tie that they used for the charging cable. Look at this. The twist tie for the charging cable has exposed metal! Unacceptable for a $150 open source phone. Now let's see. Okay, let's see. Can you get a schematic to this phone? How hard is it to get a schematic to this phone? Where would I find it on their website? So they said I could find the Pine phone wiki subsection. All right, let's find this. I wasn't expecting the thing to come without any charge, so it's going to be a while. I don't really have anything to do while I wait for it to charge. Alright, so let's see. They said it's in the wiki. Pine phone, board information, and schematic. No way. No way. Here, mine is the Braveheart, so let's take a look at that. Oh, look at this! Okay, is this searchable or not searchable? What type of PDF is this? Ah, it's not a searchable PDF, but you know what? Fuck it. Like they have their heart in the right place. God bless them. They have their heart in the right place. All right. This is okay. You know, again, it's not the most sophisticated schematic out there. It may not be the most sophisticated schematic, but they got their heart in the right place. Pine phone. Like we need Paul Daniels on this. Let's see, CPU-X, DRAM, VDD-Sys, VCCPL, HDMI, VCC, Aldo, dildo. It comes with 4 dildos. That's kind of strange, but... Wonder if it's pine-shaped. I swear, I'm a 5-year-old. Okay. Oh, man. So let's see. Yeah, this is not exactly as evenly drawn out as an Apple schematic, but who gives me again? They give it to you. This is nice. They release a schematic to the phone. Look, see, it says NAND, eMMC. You go over here, and it says VCC is going there. VCC PC, VCC PC. It's a Pine phone. You got yourself a happy little Pine phone over here. Does it say what the actual chips are? Rear camera. Here we go, flash. So VBAT goes into flash. V out. LED. This is a strange drawing. I'll give it that. Well, look, it gives you the chip names, like SGM3140. What happens if we search Google for that? Yeah, look at this. Like, it gives you the names of the chips and all that, you know. Okay, it's not the fanciest, schmanciest schematic in the world, but they give you a schematic, and it's publicly available on their wiki. And that's nice. That's seriously nice. I like that. All right, let's see what you get over here on the Pine phone. Pine phone. What charge level are we at? We are at 0%. Seriously? All right, so fast charging seems to be 0 charge level. Let's see, battery settings. What do we got in here in the system settings? Oh, the good old Pine phone. Battery level 0%. I use this charger to charge MacBooks just fine. What happens when I unplug the Pine phone? Piece of you piece of pine. Okay. This is a bad ad. This is a bad ad right here. Abort. Abort. Okay, let's try a Sony camera charger with their cable. Maybe it can sense that that's an iPhone charger and it's thinking to itself, I don't want to be associated with an iPhone. I'm a Pine phone. Like when David Bowie says, I'm a black star. I'm a black star. Okay. We're going to try their charger. I'm going to use this. It's a Sony camera charger with a USB output. So let's see what happens with their charge cable. I will be very careful blocking people when they know where to find you. You never know who is a psychopath and suicidal. No, I live in New York City. Everybody's a psychopath here. Are you a psychopath, Tim Brock? You have all caps and all that, so you're kind of... Yeah. You sound like you're crazy. All right, someone, he had some charge issues for the phone. You... God damn it, the message disappeared already. Let's see. What did the message say? USB power issue. wiki.pine64.org/index.php title Pine phone _v1.1 brave heart. That URL didn't get me anywhere. I probably typoed it. Yeah, I'll Google it. Pine phone brave heart charging issue. Pine phone. USB power issue preventing charge and batteryless operation. I received a Pine phone that never charged and plugged in USB. Also, the phone does not boot when plugged in with battery. I tried computer, 1A charger, 2 amp basis charger, 2.1 amp battery. On OS's latest PMOS and Ubuntu Touch, default test software. Apart from that, USB power issue, the phone seems to be fine. The phone is seen as a Pine phone when connected to USB to a Linux computer. Investigations. If I measure VBus, aka DC and older schematics on the USB-C daughter board connector using multimeter, blah, blah, I get when flex unplugged 4.7, when flex plugged 1.21. It should be 5. I did measurements from the Pine phone USB-C small board schematic given to me on the by TL in the Telegram dev chat. I measure C101 to be 3.3 microfarad instead of 4.7. That's because you're measuring it in circuit, you noob. I measure C104 to be 265 picofarads, C105 to be 0.26 nanofarads, C106 to be greater than 10 microfarad, C107 to be. I decided to bypass OVP and try fixing my Pine phone. A 0.3 millimeter insulated wire takes VBus_1 unprotected from overvoltages from diode. See OVP component at the wire passing behind the battery. The appropriate pogo pin of my Braveheart VBus_1 is plugged directly into VBus to bypass overvoltage protection, which is not working on my USB-C daughter board. Be careful that in revisions following Braveheart, the pogo pins usage could change. Do not inject 5 volts in 3v3 bus or I2C. With this bypass, the phone is able to boot with or without the battery, and to charge the battery. As this is a hack that reduces safety, I will have my USB-C daughter board replaced. Yo. Okay, so I have to open this up to fix it, to get it to charge. Okay, that's interesting. Pine phone! Also, my screen is stuck white now. Oh, what do I do? Ah, here we go. Let's see, what's my charge level at? Okay, I'm still at 0 amp charge. Sudo charge the battery. Measure the battery output. It could be an issue with the power input circuit instead. Remdog Cap says, see that dude comment. Who is that? I had the same and tried to charge the battery without the phone. When it was fully charged and put in the phone, I didn't have charge issues anymore. Turn the screen off, Lamau. I had the screen off already. No Lamau. Okay, so you gotta charge the battery outside the phone. So you remove the battery from the phone and charge the battery. Alright, what voltage is this freaking battery anyway? So, where's my multimeter? Where did I put my meter? Ah, here we go. Got the Paul Daniels software on. The Paul Daniels software is ready to be used and abused. What do we got on this battery? 2.95. It's a little on the low side, but should it actually be? Yeah, rated volt. Yeah, that's low. That's way too low. Way too low. So, how am I going to charge this outside the phone? I don't have any probes that would fit that. I could solder wires on the battery. I don't know. Soldering wires to a battery sounds like a great way to blow my chin up. Power supply. Yeah, obviously. I just need to find... I don't want to actually hold the pins here like this. That would be lame. Okay, so first thing we got to do here is charge the battery. Pine phone! Pine phone. I wonder if anybody wants to watch me directly solder wires to a battery. Anybody want to see the end of Lewis? All right, let's dive in here. You ready to see the end of me? This is going to be Rip Lewis. The end of Lewis moment. Tape. That's not going to work, man. Hot glue jumper wire. We're going to... All right, let's take part in some adventure. I don't want to hear that this channel's boring anymore from people like that fuckface that commented in the very beginning. You get to see all sorts of crazy shit here that you would never get anywhere else. Where else are you going to see people solder to batteries on this internet? Exactly. Nowhere. Alright, so the first thing I got to do is get a way to hold the battery up. I'm going to solder directly to this freaking battery. Pine phone. This really does remind me of my Linux experience. My Linux experience I started using Linux when I actually bought SUSE at Best Buy because my internet was so slow that downloading full distributions and everything was miserable. So I actually paid for SUSE. I have SUSE 8.1 Pro at my house that I got at Best Buy when I was 13. I saved up to buy that. And my experience with Linux, from then until I stopped using it as a main OS in early 2015, is that whatever you want to do with the mainstream operating system, you will have to research how to do with Linux. So even the most basic of things is going to be considerably more difficult because Linux. Like, you want to be able to use your CD drive? Yours is IDE. You need to configure SCSI emulation. Oh, you want the middle button to work on your trackpad? You have to change your xorg.conf and fuck with xorg.com. You have to fuck with what... I forget what I did. It's honestly been a long time. I have it posted somewhere on the Gentoo forums, what I did to get it to work. You want to charge your phone out of the box? Nice try. Use a bench power supply. Use a bench power supply. All right. Uh-oh. Now, this is not good soldering, to be clear. That's not how you solder shit. I just don't want to put in even anywhere near more heat than is absolutely necessary. Because I don't know what's inside this, and I'm soldering to a phone battery that's right underneath my chin. And I'm scared. So please hold me. But seriously, that's a bad solder joint, and I recognize it's a bad solder joint. And I don't care, because I'm never going to do this again after this is set. Like, you're supposed to be soldering by heating the pad itself and the pin. I'm not doing that. It's whatever. It's good enough. Some money for your Linux, says Matus. Thank you. Thanks. Pine phone. I just don't want to have too many spare strands flying around everywhere. Now I'm going to make sure that I've wired in the proper polarity. Now my power supply is set to 18 volts. That would be very, very bad. We're not going to turn on the power supply while it's set to 18 volts because that would be bad. We don't want to do that. That blows up Lewis. What we want to do is we want to set the power supply to the rated battery voltage, which is 3.8 volts. And I'm going to limit this to, I don't know, 0.3 amps. 0.3 amps sounds like a good thing to limit it to. 1, 2, 3. There you go. All right, and we are going to wait for this to charge. There we go. Beautiful soldering. Left pad is shorted. What the hell are you talking about? It's just fine. There's no shorting. GTFO. .7 to 1 amp is slow charge. Fine. But that's also with it powering the phone. Again, we're not powering the phone circuitry or any of that. We're just going straight to the battery. Okay, let's up it a little bit. I really don't think I should be charging a cell like this at that level. Pad 1 and 2 are not shorted with solder. Chill. You guys are blind. Like, legit blind. Blind? I thought you were trolling, but you're not trolling. You're just blind. Here. You're blinded by the superiority of the Pine phone. So I can't get my... The buttons on my microscope camera aren't working anymore. No shorting. Chillax. Pine phone. Look to the right of the casing. You know what? Any of you with your all cap shit, no. GTFO. Tin the wire next time. No need. This is brute. You can go easy and safe up to current of your capacity and 3,000 milliamp hours, so 3 amps. You want me to up it? Should we up the ante here? All right. Pine phone. I should be going up to 4.2, not 3.8, right? Yeah, because this is what the hell am I doing at 3.8? This should be 4.2. This is the real Linux experience as Vince. Indeed. What's the battery temperature? Good question. Yeah, it's pretty cool. What you'd expect for 3.8 volts, 500 milliamps. Yeah, some go to 4.3, but let's say 4.2 is safe. I'd say 4.2 is a safe range. So I'm going to type in 4.2. I'm going to double check and make sure I didn't type 42. I'm going to step away from my computer in case something bad happens. And... oh. 4.2 volts. Charge that battery! Pizza-loving nerds, I've been making videos for a while about the Pine phone. For those who are interested. Have you been doing that, pizza-loving nerd? How close are you sitting to the bomb? I don't want to ruin my headphones in case this winds up blowing up. So I'm sitting over here. And the pine bomb is over here. It's a pine bomb. It's not a time bomb. It's a pine bomb. Ah, 850 milliamps. We're actually charging pretty quickly here. It looks like the same size of an old Samsung battery. I think this is the J7 form factor for a Samsung battery. What was the voltage and amperage the charging brick you were using was rated for? I was using a MacBook charger. And then after that, I used this Sony camera charger, which says it can do some Sony thing, which says it can do 1.5 amps at 5 volts. But, I mean, if a MacBook charger and that doesn't charge it, then I don't know what the hell it's going to. Pine bomb. Pine bomb. I don't know, Luke Davis. You do. Why did you buy this thing? Oh. Pine phone. Pine phone. Please check voltage. It's probably done. I already did that, Storm. That's already been done. Didn't work. That did not work. Huh. 3.56 volts. I'll give it a little bit more time. Just a little bit more time. Pine phone. Pine phone. Pine phone. Lewis has wood pine. Pun intended. He doesn't read any chat. Of course I don't. Hi. I never will. Especially not yours. What do you think of Charlotte, North Carolina as a place to have a shop and a place to live? Charlotte, North Carolina seems interesting. You'd have like a banging house for $250,000. $1 million there gets you a 14,000 square foot warehouse and you own it. It's crazy. I was looking at that earlier today. Yeah, I got the fork sorted. North Carolina may actually be a fun place to visit. I've stopped there while on the way to places for right to repair lobbying. I think I've... Why would you open in the most expensive place in California, Tim? How long would it take the bike ride to Charlotte, North Carolina from here? Like a few days? Let's see, how many batteries would I need to do that? That would be fun. Go on the road. Let's see, it says by bike that would take 56 hours. That's with a ferry, though. I don't want to take a fucking ferry. 57 hours, 660 miles. If I use the motor, I could probably get that done in a day and a half. That would be fun. 660 miles, though. Kind of want to check it out now. Tesla was in an article, recent article dealing with right to repair. Tips for replacing a cap in a ceiling fan. Replace it. Is it the cap that's broken, or why do you think it's the cap? What's your take on rebuilding laptop battery packs with 18650 3.7 volts? If you want to do it, you can. But you have to figure out, a lot of the time the battery communicates with the machine on an SM bus line, and you want to make sure that you have something set up there. Don't forget about the battery bomb. Stop making fun of how I charge my batteries. It's not nice. All right, let's see what voltage my battery is at. And Nasera keeps calling a bomb. It's not very nice. Hurts my feelings. .6. Yeah, we need more than that. More. Give me more power. More power. More power. Let's charge it more. 4.25, 4.3 coming up next. Yeah, it'll charge faster if I give it more. Yeah, let's give it some more. 4.25. Yeah. Yeah, you got this. Good battery. I kind of think it would be fun to actually ride a bike from here to North Carolina and charge it at the Tesla charging stations along the way. External battery charger in the Pine store for $5. No. Like, I want to charge now. I don't want to fucking wait a week for shipping to get it here. I want to charge now. Charge it my way. Pine phone. This is how we do. Look at this. See this? This is fine. This is fine. This is a perfectly safe way to charge a phone, is it not? All right. Do you have an engineering degree? I couldn't even pass high school chemistry without cheating. You kidding me? You people assume that I'm smarter than I am. I can't even charge my Pine phone. I don't understand this platform. I fix a MacBook, it gets 150 or 200 live viewers. I'm charging a battery with a stream title called Pine, and I have 700 viewers. This makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. I don't understand this platform. Put on some Alan Parsons while we wait. Meh. I don't want the stream to be unavailable again because of that. Do you make any e-bike that can maintain 60 miles an hour legally? Shh. Shh. Stop that. You like Radiohead? Yes. I like Wolf at the Door. People here to see about the new phone. It's been linked everywhere. People said they want to see the boom. It's like NASCAR. Everyone's waiting for the crash or explosion. Lewis is I have pine like I got wood. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Perverts. The phone should be named the pain phone. How much do you bench and what's the record at the company? The most I've ever done was 7 reps, touch the chest, all the way back up at 225 pounds. I don't know what my max is, but I know that I was able to do 7 reps of 225, which probably comes out to a max of 265 or 275. That was pre-quarantine. Post-quarantine, I was able to do 6 reps of 205. So that's a serious downfall. I was trying to keep in shape with like dips, pull-ups, running, sprint running, all that in the meantime, but it's not the same. It sucked. 6 reps of 205 is like, oh man. That's so backwards right there. That's so backwards right there. So, don't live in New York, also unban me. Love 225. Me. I don't get it. Huh? Oh, YouTube system. Let's see. Can I show you the inside of how fucked up YouTube system is? To unban you, I don't think my computer is actually powerful enough because the amount of freezing that happens when I go to the settings page. Here, so let's see. Can I show you what it's like to try to unban someone on YouTube? Am I going to show something I don't want to show? Probably. Let's see. So what do I got here? I got this. I don't know who the fuck you are, why I should care about you. I don't know what this shit is. I think it's in settings. Settings, maybe? Let's see what we got here. Community? I think it's community. Okay, click community. You see how slow this is, right? Alright, so let's see. What's your name? Yeah, you got filters and all sorts of stuff here. There's all sorts of weird shit. What was the guy's name again? I don't remember. I don't remember his name. Shit. Okay, the page actually loaded much faster than it usually does. My name is look up. Wait a second, you're not banned. What are you talking about, ban? There's no ban. Yeah, your name is not in the list. There's no ban. You crazy. What OS are you going to put on the Pine? I was going to use Ubuntu Touch since that was what was already there. I banned LTT. Damn, why can't you read, you fuck? Moderators. M-O-D-E-R-A-T-O-R-S. Moderators. Moderators. Jesus Christ. Now I fucking ban you, you prick. Now I ban you! Okay. Let's see. He's probably talking about main channel. Oh, that channel is impossible. Oh, you want to see me try to load this on the main channel? Oh, that's not... That's going to take like a year. The ban list on that channel is so fucking long. Like every day I log in and I just see like a bunch of racial slurs, a bunch of fuck you prick, you blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, gone, zip, zoop, 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 zoop. I like to have a comment section that people can actually have conversations in. And I want my comment section to be the kind of place where like-minded people can actually have real discussion. It's hard to do that when it's just like so much very, very, very obvious intentional trolling, where they're trying as hard as they can to get a rise out of you and just to fuck with you. All right, let's see. Do you have a limiter on your audio? Maybe. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this beautiful shit right here. Look, it freezes my freaking web browser. Does it show it? Nah, it doesn't show it. It doesn't show it. I have it cropped out. A web page is slowing you down. Do you want to use it or wait? Like, I click the community button and it fucking freezes my web browser. This is hysterical. Yeah, I can't even load the list. It's so long. This is insane. Oh, this is crazy. Like, look, it's freezing trying to load the list. It can't load the list. So let's see. Can I find your name? I hit Control F and then I click find. Like it's look at this. Look, it's freezing my browser trying to load the names. Like I can't go through this. YouTube changed their system. They used to have a system that was better than this. It was slow, but like it still sucked. It was still a shit system. Like, but this is way better. This is way this is way worse. It was way better. Here we go. That's you. So we get rid of you. Oh, look, I click remove. It's still there. Look, I click remove. Your name is still there. There's like a 20-second delay to unban someone. Who coded this shit? Look at this. I click remove. And it freezes the fucking browser. A web page is slowing down your browser. Oh my Jesus Christ. Who codes this shit? Who codes this shit, Google? Yeah, I can't unban you, man. I'm sorry. I tried. Don't say stupid shit in my comments. Take a wild guess, Remdog. Take any guess. All right. A wife found a zoot suit. What's a zoot suit? Do I want to Google that? If I Google that, am I going to be sad? By the way, for those of you wondering, remember how I clicked X on that dude's name to try to unban him? Still there! Fucking browser's frozen. This computer, just to be clear, this is a Threadripper 2950X with a PCI Express NVMe SSD and 32 gigabytes of RAM. And I'm using 9 gigs of the RAM, I'm using 19% CPU, and I'm using literally 0% of my disk. It's reading and writing at kilobytes per second. So on a fucking Threadripper with 31 gigs of RAM, nothing else being utilized besides this basic little stream over here at really very basic settings, and with over 20 gigs of RAM free, I'm not able to unban someone from YouTube because of this is how much their interface sucks. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The fuck? Look at this bullshit. This whole system is designed for a channel that has 30 subscribers. Because on my other channel, you saw it loads. It's slow. It's painful, but it loads. But once you're at this size of a channel, like the tools are not there. They don't work. This is absolutely useless. Use Firefox. This is Firefox. Firefox is much slower than Chrome with stuff like this, or than Opera. Opera and Chrome handle this stuff way better than Firefox. Did you use it on your Pine phone? If you have a lot of tabs open, browsers have too much. I don't have a lot of tabs open. Okay, you're unbanned, but now I can't click save. I'm trying to click save. Oh my God. Did you clear the cache? Oh God. Dell Tier 1 Tech Support has entered the chat. Dell Tier 1 Tech Support has entered the chat. Have you tried turning it on and off again? Have you tried turning it on and off again? Settings saved. Yeah, when people say, why don't you unban? Well, first thing is they say, why did you ban me? I have no fucking clue. I don't have a log. I have no idea. Can you unban me? Most of the time, no. Because, like, are you worth 3 minutes of time to go through that process and freeze my web browser? Most people are not worth freezing my web browser over. But you're different, Michael. I'm giving you a benefit of the doubt here. All right, let's see what voltage my battery is. What are we at? Where are we at with this thing? 3.7. Okay, we're getting there. We're going to charge you a little faster. We're going to bang this up to 4.3. Bang. Let's get 4.3. 4.3. 1, 2. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's not even warm. Current, not voltage. Yeah, but the battery has its own resistance, so I'm not going to be able to charge it at a higher amperage. I can't up the amperage without either lowering the resistance, which would require opening the battery and fucking with it, or upping the voltage. So we up the voltage. Hey, Paul, how's it going? I bought a phone that comes with Linux. I have to solder to my battery to charge it. It's called the Pine phone. But check this out, Paul. Paul, you're the type of person that would appreciate this. I know you would appreciate this. I'm going to show you this. So check this out. On the Pine phone, you get this. Because Paul's the type of dude that actually has a Windows phone. He's a nerd with this type of stuff. So you get hardware switches for all these things. So you have modem, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, microphone, rear camera, front camera, headphone jack. And then you actually have 6 hardware switches over here that you could flip if you have tweezers or some, box cutter or a nail filer in your pocket. So you could do this. So let's say that you wanted to turn off your microphone but have the rest on, just so that, let's say you had your Bluetooth when you wanted to use a phone, you could do this. That's cool, is it not? Look at this. Or you want to turn off your camera because, I don't know, you're jerking off using your phone, you're watching porn with it on the go, but you don't want to have your phone hacked and then have, millions of people see you jerking off into your phone. You can turn off the camera there. Turn off the modem, the Wi-Fi, and the Bluetooth so that it's not able to speak to the outside world. It's really cool. Hardware switches. But yeah, right now, Paul, I'm charging my battery with right here. I soldered some wires to the phone. It's not charging inside of the phone because I think it was way too depleted. So it was 2.85 volts, around 2.85 volts when I started the stream. And now we're up to, I think like 3.7 volts or so. I'm charging it at 4.3 volts with no amperage limitation. Ed, which contact page are you talking about? I have like 147 on 99% of the pages. How are you still finding the pages that say 186 on them? You got to be looking for them at this point. Let's see. Do I still have the number 186 on my site? Site rossmangroup.com. Where does it still say 186? I mean, like, if this entire site is just, let's see. Store address. Fuck out of COVID shit. Store address, 141 West 27th Street. Let me just undo this thing where the browser is strange transform. Alright. Yeah, like 141 West 27th Street. Contact. 141 West 27th Street. MacBook Repair, New York. 141 West 27th Street. The bottom of the site, 141 West 27th Street. I don't know what you're doing. You know what? I'm open to the idea that I forgot to change 186 to 141 on one section of the site. It's possible that I did. But how the fuck did you ignore all the places where it says 141 to find the one place where it says 186 is my question. Because I probably did. I probably did fuck up and leave 186 on one random weird section of my site. It's very possible that I was careless and I left it there. But how do you miss all the 141s? Ah! Hi, you cut that shit out. I swear, I'm going to make you do it. If you link people to that drone repair page, I'm going to make you fix your drones. Son of a bitch. I need to get rid of that page. Got fucking hi. Hi, you gotta take that fucking page off of the site. You still have a login? Get rid of that shit. Any drone that comes in, I'm giving straight to hi, and I'm paying him on commission. Michael Maceres gave $1. Why, thank you. It's like... Every time you guys ask me to check the voltage, I have to stop it from charging. That's all, which slows down the process of charging. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. I think I put drone repair on the website after hiring Alex, and then I realized that he doesn't even know how to solder, and then like I hid the page. Because he said he fixes drones, so I thought we can add that we fix drones to the website, and then it's like, oh, no. If it's at 4.2 volt no amp limit, just wait till it's below 600. See you later, pizza-loving nerd. Enjoy your bike ride. Damn it. So you know what? Everybody here, if you find a page on my website that still has the 186 address, email hi@rossmangroup.com, and he's going to change it because he has back-end access to the site, and he loves, if there's anything he loves in this world, it's editing pages built with a Divi builder, which is totally straightforward. Yeah, email it to hi@rossmangroup.com. That's hi, H-I, at rossmangroup.com. So what should Hi be doing right now? Should he be doing homework and studying for school? Or should he be reading the stream live chat? What do you all say? He should be editing that page. That could be considered homework. Alright, what do I do here? Let's see. How charged is my battery? It's going to take forever, isn't it? Wonder if that's good enough. Nah, we'll do a little more. You missed my message. Shit. What did you say? Fuck. I have to log into a site to see it. If you paste it here, I will read it in the normal chat, or you can wait for me to log in and find it. I will log in. I will log in and find it. I'm a shameful YouTuber. I missed my fan's message. Why am I yawning? I should not be yawning. Someone said I thought schools were cancelled. They are not. If you're a computer repair store, worked on it yourself and destroyed it before sending it, do not contact us in advance. We are not fixing it. We'll make fun of you live on camera. Did I say that? There's no way my website says that. No. No. How much... I would put it in, it's enough for now. Ah. I don't know. Is it? University lecturer. Thanks for being inspirational to staff and students. Thank you. You missed my super. God damn it. What did I miss? Can you just like paste it in here if I missed it? Because I'm going to spend all day like trying to scroll back to the stream and find it. I'm up past my bedtime because of this pine bomb. No, you're not. You're procrastinating doing homework the same way that Hi is. How's your degree coming along, by the way? So what are you doing in the meantime? Lewis, please, can I have an off-site unpaid internship for a college app? Huh? Off-site internship for a college application? I don't know what I'd have you do. Papa D, what controller should I get after my stock Bafang controller rips the shit out of the motor? Find a reseller of the BAC 800. Like, I found one on eBay for $275. Don't buy it directly from ASI, because ASI is going to charge you $600, and they charge you for support, but the thing is, the support that you're going to get is not, just take it from me, it's not worth the money. They couldn't figure out why a screen wouldn't work with it, and they couldn't figure out why my, they couldn't figure out the screen issue, really. They didn't have much to give me there in terms of advice. And the hall sensor thing being unsteady with it, they couldn't really figure that out either. So, okay, everybody who's saying where it says 186 on any of these pages, email hi@rossmangroup.com. And tomorrow we're going to see if it still says that on all the pages when I come in. And if it does, at that point, Hi will be working at 186. If my site has the number 186 in any section by tomorrow, then we're going to make Hi work at 186. Or right outside 186. I think that's fair. Okay, so let's see. Should I try to charge the battery yet or no? I love the noise this thing makes. We need it. Oh, son of a bitch. I just pulled the pad off of the fucking battery. It's not like I'm used to soldering to battery tabs. Piece of shit. This looks so janky now. I'll add a little bit of solder to the other ones just so that it's even. Might as well make it all even. The lack of symmetry will bother me. Yeah, that's good enough. I will never send my... How's it going, says James Hancock. Why did that show up on the screen? How are you, James? Nanospark LLP says... Oh, YouTube doesn't want to show me the message. That's interesting. I have no way of scrolling to see your message. That's odd. Oh, here we go. Hello from Minnesota. How is it going? You know, just same old, charging my battery by soldering to it. Good old American way. Okay, so what does it say? Battery says 19%. So 19% is really low, but it's enough that if I do this, the phone's not going to turn off. Alright, so problem 1 solved. We have that with the Pine phone. Now let's see, am I attached to Wi-Fi? Yep, Wi-Fi good. It's odd not having a home button. I really got to get used to this thing. So how does this thing work? So when I tap the side, that doesn't come out. And what is... We have a camera. Hello? Camera? Camera? Did I turn the camera off or something? I think I may have turned the camera off. I forget what I did with the camera. Let's see. Do I have the camera switch off? Maybe I do. No, camera is on. Yep. Let's see. I'll turn it in the other direction just to mess with it. How do you get out of there? How do you get back to the home screen with no home button and no back button? Hello? This is interesting. Strange. Swipe from left to right. Camera. Okay. So that does. So I think the camera was on before. Battery too low for change camera. I mean, the battery's at 20%, you know. Yeah, that's how's the web browser on this thing. Morph browser. What do we got? We go to the internet. It's loading the web browser right now. So let's read my Boomer news source, Bloomberg.com. What does my Bloomberg news say? I gotta set the time, don't I? That's probably what's doing it. I haven't set the time. Time and date? Wait, no, it says July. It's off by 3 hours, but that's not enough that it would cause the website to not load. Yeah, I'm a bad salesman. I'm a bad salesman. Okay, enter your current location, it says. So my current location is... Damn, that lag is awful. My God. Like, when I typed new, it took a good 5 or 10 seconds for it to show the space. Okay, how do I go back to where I was before? Let's go back to my back to my browser. Here we go. All right, we finally loaded Bloomberg News. All right, now let's see how my LG G8 loads Bloomberg News. Now, granted, this is not exactly the most fair shit in the world because this phone costs way more money. All right, Bloomberg. Okay then. That's... Yeah, and it's not actually able to load the website properly. So like you see up here, this shit that's kind of missing. Like I don't have the menu and all that. And when you load the site on the LG phone, you get like, you know, you get your ticker symbol at the top, you have your menu key, all this stuff, and when you load the site on this phone, you get yeah, so the browser that comes with it is obviously shit. So I installed Firefox on this one. So let's be fair, let's install Firefox, you know. I don't know what the point is of shipping the phone with a browser or having the OS ship with an OS that's beyond useless. So let's see. How would I install an app on this thing? How do I install an app to this? I'd like to install an app to it. Open Store. All right, let's see. Never installed an app on a... Is the OS installed properly yet? I don't know. I turned it on. Let's see what we got here. The terminal. Yeah, let's do terminal. Let's see. How close is this to actual... To run a command as an administrator, user root, use sudo command. All right. Oh, shit. It's vibrating. Hear that? It's vibrating. That's weird. I don't know why it's vibrating. Sudo apt dash get install. Oh, I'm not typing right. Firefox. Oh, really? Do I have a left key? Give me a left key. I typed install wrong, but I don't want to backspace through the whole thing. Where's left? Here we go. No, that's all the way left or right. I just want to go a partial bit. Yeah. Ah, you fuck. Alright, fine. I'll backspace one at a time. You're wasting all that nice battery that I charged in this phone. Package Firefox is not available, but may be referred to by another package. Okay. We're going to do apt-get update. I can't believe I'm apt-getting on a phone. This is cray-cray. Apt dash it's working. Mostly vibrating, actually. As a developer of this OS, please update it, says UB Ports. Update! Hey, we're working on that. The vibrating is a known issue with the hardware. It's a squished cable on the bottom right of the phone facing down. Squished cable on the bottom right. All right. Fuck it. We'll get to the vibrating later. I kind of like it. It's like it's a much nicer haptic feedback. Use system settings to update, please. Okay, I'll use system settings to update. Give me a sec. Connecting to apt-get is actually not really doing it. Yeah, temporary failure resolving ports.ubuntu.net. Fuck that. All right, so we're going to go to system settings to update. Let's see. What does he say? Use system settings. Updates. I kind of like the vibrating. I enjoy it. Update settings. What do we got in here? Calculator, gallery, notes, open store, weather. My hand actually feels really nice right now. I don't think there's an update for the total operating system here. I think it's just updates for individual programs. Am I wrong? I'll hit update all. What the hell? CC pins are pulled to ground, Braveheart, when VCC VCon is off. Huh. Oh, we're charging. We're done with that. We got charging working. Now we're waiting for it to download the updates. But I think there's... I think that the... Do I have an antenna plugged into this thing? Because this is... Yeah, host open-store.io not found. But it says I'm connected to the network here. Let's see. Network. Network. Okay, I am connected, am I not? This green thing, I imagine, means I'm connected. Wi-Fi settings. Huh. Wi-Fi settings. Wi-Fi settings. Turn it on. This little Wi-Fi settings thingy doesn't seem to go anywhere. Hello? Hello? Alright. Store. Maybe vibrator is causing Wi-Fi interference. You know, it's always possible. Complete reset. Alright. We turn it on and off again. We turn it on and off again. This actually really does remind me of my Linux using experience from 2002 to 2015. Trying to get my SCSI emulation so that I could burn a CD. Those were the days. Those were the days. Alright. This is terrifying to watch, says UB Ports. I apologize. We're going to figure this out, though. This is going to be the sickest Pine phone I've ever had. I toss my LG G8 out a window where it belongs. And I will use my Pine phone. Mrs. Pine phone. Yes, we're going to fit. Good Pine phone. Who's my Pine phone? Good little Pine phone. I can't tell if this is a screen protector or Gorilla Glass. I probably shouldn't peel that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is that a screen protector or is that like some laminate over the screen? Nah. Battery 31%, so it started at 20%, so it is actually charging pretty fast. So once the battery is up, it's charging. This was probably just sitting in a box somewhere and someone forgot to keep the battery charged. That's no big deal. You know, it is what it is. Let's see, network. All right, it says I'm connected to my Wi-Fi. Also, a bunch more Wi-Fi networks show up now. Wi-Fi settings menu works now. That's cool. Before I didn't have a Wi-Fi settings menu, and now I do have a Wi-Fi settings menu, which is awesome. All right, so let's try updating this thing. So where? UB Ports is the actual developer of Ubuntu Touch. Oh wow, we have royalty in chat here today. It's probably painful watching me screw with this phone. Then, I'm not a tech reviewer. Just to be clear, I'm not a freaking tech reviewer, influencer, whatever the hell. I'm just a guy that likes to fuck around with stuff and mess with stuff. So don't get too offended if you see me ham-fisting my way through shit. I think this is kind of cool, and I want to play with it, and I'm gonna play with it. So it's probably gonna be painful watching me play with it, but I find this stuff kind of fun. Okay, let's see how the downloading works now. Yeah. So I think that those switches in the back of the phone are not supposed to be... I'm going to guess that those switches are not hot swappable. So you see how it's downloading all the stuff right now? It's not giving me errors. So those switches in the back of the phone are probably not hot swappable, which is totally fine. You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain about that on a freaking alpha level device. So most likely when I was flipping those switches up, back and forth in the phone, it was stopping this from working. So I'm just going to guess those switches are not like stuff that's designed to be hot swappable in any way. And again, I have no problem with that. Don't get me wrong, if this was like $800 coming from an AT&T store, yes. As a community-produced project, to bitch about that would just be asinine. So I am updating, but I don't think I'm updating the actual operating system. I think I'm just updating individual apps. I'm updating OpenStore, the weather app, notes, gallery, and calculator. You want to swap switches while on the go? Why? As long as they can be flipped, why do they need to hot swap them? so that you could turn off the like, why do you want to have to reboot the fucking phone every time you want to turn off the modem? Are you kidding me? Why do you do you want to reboot your computer every time you open a new website? Do you want to reboot your computer every time you open and close a program? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm bitching about it now at the level of development it is, but to say, why would you want to do that? Oh, how often do you reboot your computer? Let he who reboots his computer 5 times a day cast the first stone. You crazy. Updating calculator. Yeah, you gotta be up to date in the latest equations and all that. Oh, I don't mean hot swappable like taking the switches on and off. I mean hot swappable like I can flip the switches and the phone still works. Yeah, the phone. The switches themselves, like I can, if I flip it on and off, it still it won't work until I reboot the phone. Is what I'm saying. Why am I in the Bluetooth menu? What did I click? Okay, so what? Now that I have network back, I can apt-get install Firefox. Yes, give me my terminal back. Give me my terminal. Give me my terminal. Sudo sudo apt update. Yes, I will apt-get install Firefox and have a real browser. My kitten does reboot my PC for me 2 times daily, so it's in the reset switch. Sounds like mine. Don't use apt. Why can't I use apt? I want to use apt. What, you want me to use Emerge? Fine, we'll use Emerge. Let's pretend this is Gentoo. Emerge sync. Yeah, you're right. Apt does not work at all. That's crazy. That's not doing it. All right. So we're going to find a way to get Firefox on this phone so I can actually load websites that work. Because actually, now that I know that the issue before was not, it didn't have to do with, it may have just had to do with the fact that the radio was working screwed up. What happens if I try to load Bloomberg now? Let's see. Let's load my Boomer News site. Bloomberg.com. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it doesn't want to freaking... Seriously? Let's see. I turned off mobile on this one. Okay, let's try you. Huh? Wah, wah, wah. It's your DNS. Do I have to set the DNS on my phone manually? It's not going to get it from the default gateway. Temple OS on a phone. What are you calling it Temple OS for? Let's see. Does my website work? That's how on. Let's see. What does my website do? Did I spell my name right? 2 S's, 2 N's. I don't have cell data. I just have Wi-Fi on. Let's see. Have I done something stupid here? Network. Okay, it says it's green. So I imagine green means I'm connected. Oh, shit. Or is it not? Does green not mean connected? Yeah, let me try entering my password again. I think green means I'm connected. Let's see. Go to terminal. Oh shit. How do I Control C? Stop that. Okay, so no internet. Let's see. Or just no DNS. What's ping? Okay, so we have a DNS issue. Yo, I have to set DNS manually on a phone. Holy shit. Okay. Wait, you know what? No, this is Linux, right? Yeah, this is Linux, so check. Oh, no. I know what I'm going to do here. Sudo nano dash w ect slash resolve. Oh my god, I'm a fucking Linux user. I'm editing the resolve.conf file on my phone so I can go on the internet. This brings back memories. Unable to read only. What do you read only file system? Okay, I'm out of. CLI will not take. Use the GUI settings. What? We can see your gateway address. Oh well. UBports is getting a heart attack. Well, I'm trying to. Come on, man. You got to give me some leeway here. Like, I connect to my Wi-Fi network. It doesn't work. The DNS is broken out of the box. The phone looks like a Linux phone, so as a Linux person, I go, let me edit my x/resolve.conf. Either A, this shit works out of the box, and it just gets the DNS from the default gateway like every other device I've connected to a Wi-Fi network in my life, or B, it's complicated shit like Linux usually is, and I can edit my xresolve.conf. If there's something different than that, then the game is just not being played fair. Then the game is just not being played fair here. Either it's complicated and it's Linux and I fix it the Linux way, or it's easy and it just works. But this is... like, what do I do from here? It's a read-only file system, TobyQ, so I can't do that. Ubuntu touches read-only file system. All right. Okay, fine. We'll go in the back door then. And no, we don't mean that in the Pornhub way. Let's see. Can I change my DNS settings here? Network. Wi-Fi settings. There's nothing here. Like, there's this. Okay, this is the store. But there's nothing. There's no place to set my DNS options manually. I suppose, like, the point is that it just works. The point is that it just works. Oh, yeah, about that. Listen, I can't complain. This shit is cheap as hell, but still. Again, it's a cool thing they're trying to put together here. But like, let me edit my x/resolve.conf. I don't know. I haven't used Linux really since I used it from 2002 to 2015, but I haven't used it since 2015, so I'm rusty. Is x/resolve.conf not where you edit your DNS anymore? It works, but nothing in life is fair, someone says, huh? They should... Is it possible to install a stable Android build? I don't know, but that kind of defeats the purpose. We're trying to get away from like Google owning the world here. Remount is RW. You can do sudo mount. Wi-Fi settings, Lewis. Wasn't I just there, though? It doesn't really give you anything there. See, when you go to Wi-Fi, so on the Wi-Fi page, it says I'm connected. All you get is this. There's no place to really edit the DNS here so that I can edit this to make DNS work. You get connect to hidden network. You get previous. Let me just tilt this so you can see it because the lighting is killing me. You get connect to hidden network, previous networks, but you don't get DNS anywhere. Now, if there's a place to edit the DNS here, I'm open to that. Where would you edit the DNS? That's because it's in the GUI. Okay, so where? So where would the DNS settings be if I need to edit it in order for it to work? Because I can ping websites, but I can't actually go to them. So that means that there's a DNS issue here. Because I can't ping a domain name, but I can ping the IP of that domain name. Sudo mount, yeah, okay. Tap the network, oh darn, never mind. Exactly, yes. Ubuntu Touch is different from a traditional Linux. For that, use Mobian or Pure OS. I don't want to use a different OS. I want to see if I can get this to work. I find this to be a personal challenge, and I'm up for it. The DNS settings do not default to auto. I think they did, because when I first turned on the phone, I was able to go to a website, even if it was kind of slow and intermittent, but then when I rebooted it, I wasn't able to anymore. Tap the network you're connected to. I believe I just did that. It's an X/net plan. All right, I'll check that out. Let's see. You need to remove the old network, set up a new network manually, then you can set it. Okay, cool. So let's do that. So forget network. Store. What the fuck? Store. Holy sh... Long press. No. I want to forget this network. How would I forget this network? Do you swipe? No. Do you long press? No. Let's click Wi-Fi settings. Try from here. Click. Here we go. Forget this network. Forget this network. Done. Okay. We've forgotten the network. Previous networks. Wi-Fi. Store. Move it off the screen so you bastards don't steal my password. You're going to steal my awesome password. Nobody types in 1234 into the password box the way I do. We reconnect. Okay. And now, I don't see any change where I can put settings in, but let's see. Okay, we're at system settings. Where do we go from here? I don't want updates. Anything I learned from Paul Daniels is to never update his software. Let's see, what do we got here? Network, Wi-Fi. This is the same screen as before. There's not going to be any DNS stuff in there. Let's see, what did the UB ports guy say? UB ports man said due to settings. System settings. All right, so I'm in system settings. So what would you do here? Where, if I want to address DNS from here, what would I do? Where do we go from here now that all of the children are grown up? And da 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 do 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 dun 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 dun. Things people say Da, 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 da. Things people say. Now I have Alan Parsons stuck in my head. I think I gave the UB ports guy an aneurysm. Sorry, UB ports, man. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. I killed him. I freaking killed him. Anyway, since I disconnected and reconnected, let's see if a website works now. Oh, bada bing, DNS works. Alright, now let's see if it'll load a site somewhat properly. I'm going to go to my Boomer News, Bloomberg.com. Go Gadget Bloomberg. I had to forget the network and reconnect. Ah, it's down again. Okay, I give up. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I actually worked to go to my website for a second, and then it died. Oh, man. Oh, wait, no, now it's loading it. Now it's loading it. Look, it's loading Bloomberg. Oh, but now I went to go. It loaded Bloomberg after it told me it couldn't, and then when I decided to try Google, it started loading Bloomberg, and then it failed going, oh, holy shit. All right, I'm just gonna, let's be charitable here and say it's the web browser. So let's say that web browser's a piece of shit, and say fuck that web browser. We're gonna find a new one. We're not gonna blame the whole We're not gonna assume that it's all of Pine that is fail here. Let's say it's the web browser by itself. All right, I am gonna check this out. We're gonna try and install Firefox on this phone. It's gonna be. Let's install Firefox on this phone. Firephone. This is expected behavior. You can only browse using Netcat. Oh, don't do. Stop. 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 You're killing me. Oh, it's not the browser, someone says. Okay, I'm trying to load Open Store. I'm guessing that this is kind of like the App Store or the Play Store. Let's see what we get here. I think what's going on here is that the Wi-Fi radio in this phone is not as good as the Wi-Fi, or Wi-Fi antenna is not as good as the Wi-Fi in the LG. I think that's what it is here. Let's see, how many bars do I get on this? It would be nice if my phone could actually give me the dB of the Wi-Fi network and of noise and all that. Give me a signal-to-noise ratio. It would be really cool if I could have like one of those Wi-Fi sniffing programs on my phone that gave me all that if I had it handy on the other one. Alright, it looks like the Pine phone has went to Pine Heaven. It was trying to load the store as much as it could. And, yeah. With that, we're going to be ending the stream. So, it's been fun. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I hope you learned something. We're going to mess with this little Pine phone a little more another day. I have some other matters I need to attend to. This was some fun. I have a lot of faith in this little Pine phone. Given time, this Pine phone... I'm sorry I'm laughing. I don't mean to. I don't mean to. This is our hope. This is our only hope for a phone that is actually fixable into the future. So I have a lot of hope in this. I have a lot of faith in this, that this is going to Because if it's not this, then our only other choice are companies like Apple and like that are going to start serializing the screens to the phones, sealing in the batteries, making sure that the schematics are under lock and key to where no one can get them. This is our only hope at freedom into the future. And I wish it the best of luck. Wish it the best of luck. Add your DNS to EC resolve-conf-d, editing head file or adding tail file with your DNS. To do this, you need write permissions. Sudo mount -o remount /rw rewrite / in terminal. Next time, my friends. Next time. With that, I will see you all later. It was fun. It was fun.